All to the stage. First starting with Peter's wife, Cindy Reeves Van Kleef. We wanted to bring her to the stage. Cindy. We have a bunch of Van Kleef staff, patrons, friends from the last probably 15, 20 years, really a lifetime in the house. I wanted to also invite Lynette Gibson McElhaney to the stage, our council person for District 3. And also Gil Duran, who is the former press secretary for Mayor and now Governor Jerry Brown, who's also a great friend of Peter Van Kleef's, to the stage. And also Michael Hunt, who's the special assistant to Mayor Schaaf, to the stage. I also wanted to just give you a sense of why we're all here every third Thursday from May to October. Many of you have been here plenty of times, but there's a lot of people that work to make this happen. And we document this event and post it all on oaklandcentral.com so you can see each event with the video highlights produced by our friends here at Dream Brand Studios. We do this Oakland Central project, which is a marketing campaign for downtown Oakland, essentially from Jack London Square to 27th Street and the Uptown, and we do events and social media campaigns and marketing to support small businesses and artists and entrepreneurs in Oakland, and we try to showcase those artists and entrepreneurs here at Third Thursdays at Latham Square. One of those artists and entrepreneurs is a man named Peter Van Kleef that we're here to honor today in this short ceremony. So we have a couple special presentations that we wanted to make, but I did want to also acknowledge our staff from the Oakland Central project here tonight, which is Andrew Jones with multiple toddlers in his lap right here. And Tori Decker, who is our operations manager, is somewhere floating around doing some operations. I don't see her right now, but where's Tori? There she is.
There's Tori.
Tamiko Garner is our events coordinator extraordinaire. Kirk Humbles, who is a bigger Raiders fan than he is anything else in the world, is at the Raiders game right now, so we'll heckle him next Third Thursday next year for not being here tonight. But I do want to acknowledge the great work of our team that puts this on and has been working on the Oakland Central project for the better part of 3 years now. So thank you guys for all the work you do to make this happen. And now I would like to turn the mic over to Lynette Gibson McElhaney, your council person for District 3, for a special presentation.
What's up, Oakland? Yeah, I heard someplace ain't no party like an Oakland party.
Ain't no party like
Hey, don't stop. That's what's up. It's an honor to be here with you all tonight. This little mist that we feeling ain't gonna stop no party. Ain't gonna stop no party, because we're here to honor Peter Van Kleef for his early investment and deep love in this community, and for all that he's left behind, which really has stimulated a lot, including the restoration of this plaza so that we can have it for these multiple uses. I'm here really to present, we're gonna unveil the streets, and it was my honor. You guys just don't know. There's some things you get to do in council that's just great, like naming this street was one of them, and I got to do that. Hey, how you doing? And so we get to honor Cindy. Come on. Y'all give it up for Miss Cindy. She needs more love than that. Show her some love, y'all. Cindy, on behalf of a city that loves you and loves Peter, and we want to make sure that you remain a part of the fabric of our great city, I am pleased to present to you a city council proclamation in recognition of Van Kleef Way. They want me to read a bunch of whereases, but I will just say this, that on July 18, 2017, we did meet and did receive public testimony and did deliberate on the provisions set forth in Resolution 77967 for the evaluation of a street commemoration in honor of Peter Van Kleef. And it is resolved that the Oakland City Council sincerely appreciates and extends a heartfelt thank you to the family, friends, supporters, loved ones of Peter Van Kleef, and offers its sincere congratulations on the establishment of Peter Van Kleef Way. Thank you all for supporting this effort.
How's everybody doing? Thank you. We now have, this is Michael Hunt from Mayor Libby Schaaf's office. We now are going to turn our attention to Gil Durant.
Yay! Thank you.
I wrote a little thing about Peter, and people asked me to read it here, so I'll make it quick. All right. It's hard to write about Peter Van Kleef in the past tense because his spirit remains so alive. People used to say Peter had no future in business. They also used to say Uptown Oakland would never become an epicenter of Bay Area community and culture. You don't hear that kind of talk anymore. Of course, Peter was crazy. By this, I mean he could see the truth, even when others couldn't. He planted his flag at the Delta of Telegraph and Broadway, opening his bar before it was advisable or legal. The rest of the world caught up with him a few years later. Most nights, it's still hard to get a seat at the bar at Cafe Van Kleef, the dream that outlived the man. The same is true of thriving businesses up and down the Strip that was mostly bare and vacant when Peter got started. Oakland's Uptown is a massive success story, but there's a lot more work to be done. We need economic uplift and vibrancy in every corner of our city. To get there, we need true believers and bold pioneers. We need business people and artists and teachers and politicians and citizens with unshakable faith. We need people crazy enough to take a chance in places where others might run away. We need patriotic Oaklanders whose powerful faith in our town guarantees they'll always do their best. That's the life Peter lived, and it's the spirit that lives on after him. Peter is beyond our honors now. He doesn't need words and tributes, but Oakland needs more believers like Peter. So this is not for him, but for those who come after. We're letting them know that in this little corner of our great city, Peter Van Kleef was a bright beacon of progress and hope. He never gave up, and he refused to accept it possible for an answer. He left a mark that's indelible. The rest is a formality, but a crucial one, because it's important for people to know that yes, the world is full of obstacles and impossibilities and doubts, but with vision, passion, sweat, and commitment, it's possible to have an effect and change your little corner of the world for the better. And the people who summon the courage, strength, and creativity to win against the odds, people like Peter, are the ones we all remember. Thank you.
Thank you.
So just after Peter's memorial, a few of us sat at Van Kleef's and we talked about how to get the drumbeat going to make this street renaming project go. And through Steve and the family, etc., we got these t-shirts going and got the team out here, built some momentum. Thank you, Councilmember Lynette Gibson-McElhaney, for carrying it on through the legislation to make it happen. And here we are. So if you could turn your attention to the intersection of 16th and Telegraph, on the ladder, you will see Peter's nephew, Lance Van Kleef. Lance and I will do the honor of unveiling the commemorative sign that reads, Van Kleef Way.
Oh yeah.